Welcome everyone to this Polish episode of the Caravan Tour of Terror, a show that finds us touring the globe through the medium of horrific, chilling and disturbing entertainment. Do you like the on horrific there? My name's Donald, I'm the driver on this quest. Joining me at my side, as always, with a road atlas on his lap and a fishy odour emanating from his trousers, is my navigator Ali. Say hello, Ali.
These are getting meaner. And yes, I may not have washed because we've been living in a caravan for 4 months, but I feel that it's unnecessary.
Oh dear. Where are we? We're at Alexa Camping in Chalapovo. I'm just going to go with that. We're by the sea, the Baltic Sea. Look at it.
It's Baltic.
Oh dear, a little bit of Scottish humour for all our international audience there.
Yeah, I like to keep things. In this long journey, I need to be reminded of my roots.
Yeah, we're at Alexa Camping. Alexa Camping guarantees us a family nature of the campground, professional service, a safe and enjoyable rest, but also fenced and guarded area, which made me question the other points they'd made about it being safe and family nature. Do you see those high wire fences with the guard towers? I don't know if they're keeping someone out or keeping us in, but we're enjoying it. It's lovely. Why are we here?
Why are we here? We're here because we were watching Agnieszka Smoczyńska.
That is definitely incorrect, and we apologise.
I do apologise. I gave it my best.
Thank God you attempted it, not me.
Yeah, I noticed you dodged that one. 2015 horror musical.
Yep. 10 a penny down my way.
The Lure.
The Lure.
That's its English name. In Polish, it is Daughters of Dancing.
Yeah.
Because I looked up what Córki dancingu, which I'm definitely pronouncing wrong, meant.
All right, Ali, get us started on The Lure or Córki dancingu, Daughters of Dancing.
So Córki dancingu tells a tale of 2 mermaids, Silver and Golden.
Yep.
Who meet a rock band on a beach and decide to come ashore and hang with them for a while.
Yeah, they won't eat them. We won't eat you.
We won't eat you.
We won't eat you.
We won't eat. And that's how the movie starts, is one of them getting lured into the water. The bass player. Did they have names? That was one thing I...
Wikipedia doesn't list names, but they do have names, and it's in the IMDb. I don't know why the Wikipedia is so lazy, but when I was looking it up, I was like, wait, they weren't called the bass player and the drummer. The bass player is Mitik, which I do remember from the film.
I think I wrote down one of their names, but I didn't get.
To be honest, you can just call them the bass player and the drummer. Really
yes, I will be. The bass player is getting lured into the water by their siren song, essentially. Yeah. And it is weird because I thought that was going to be an in media res scene, because that scene ends. Well, for one, they're chanting, "We will not eat you," and I was like, they're definitely going to eat him. And it ends with the singer screaming.
Yep.
And that made me think, okay, so this scene will be back.
Yeah.
It's never back. That's how they met.
Yeah, that's how they met. And then the next scene, it's just the band playing, and I was like, is this some kind of hallucination or something?
Yeah,
it was quite odd.
Weird.
The bass player really looks like Evan Peters as Quicksilver, and it distracted me for
really
about
looks
an hour.
like Evan Peters from Quicksilver. It's the weirdest thing. That was the other thing I was going to call him, because he looks exactly like Evan Peters from X-Men.
Quicksilver. Yeah. Yep.
And weirdly, I did look him up. He looks like It. Can't remember what Skarsgård that is. But in real life, he looks like It.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, the girls get taken back to the club where the band are like resident band, and then the
band presents.
It's a strip club. We should also say it's like a kind of strip adjacent. more
like
than
an adult entertainment.
Yeah.
It's like burlesque.
It's more
What
than
would you
burlesque.
call that? Yeah, it's more than burlesque.
But it's
less than like full adult entertainment.
Yeah.
Because they have bands playing and they have like shows.
And the girls that are stripping sing and stuff. So it is more burlesque, yeah.
It's a nightclub. Like old style nightclub.
Yeah.
So the band present the fairly young looking girls.
They do look young, yeah. They're not, which is
no,
good.
they're not. They're not.
But they do look like teens.
Yeah, and their ages, obviously, with them being mermaids, are never explicitly stated and are kind of meant to be ambiguous.
Yeah.
But they take them to the manager of this club, and he is such a creepy old man, and the creepiest like undressing scene.
Yeah, they're
happens,
like you're gonna make $1 million. Look at them.
Yeah, It really looks like it's going to take a horrible turn. And then they just chuck some water on them, and they have quite incredible fishtails.
Yeah, the huge fishtails. That were apparently 6 feet long and weighed over 50 pounds. They are huge.
Fucking Jesus. And what other distinctive feature do we learn that these fishtails have in this?
They got a fanny in them.
And for our Americans, that is not their bum.
They got a vagina opening, a very human adjacent looking vagina opening for what would be fish monsters. Otherwise, they're like Barbie dolls. Like they have nothing down there. And then you get them wet. I don't like where this is going. You chuck water on them and then they grow the fishtails.
Yeah.
My third note after Evan Peters and Fishtail Fanny was quite a horny movie. It starts off with a lot of just, I don't know, really everyone's very lecherous.
Also, everyone hates everyone. In this movie, everyone just hates everyone. So, the Golden and Silver become backing singers.
Oh, I want to stop you there. The blonde one's called Silver. The golden one, the one called Golden is the black-haired one, and I just find that irritating.
Yeah?
Yeah. Why would the blonde-haired one not be called Golden? I don't understand.
Your expectations.
It's just annoying. Carry on.
So Golden and Silver become backup singers / strippers for this for the band. And on the first night, like, I was quite amazed because on the first night they appear, they sing a wee bit, they go backstage, and then the curtains open and they're sitting in a giant martini glass, Crybaby style, but with their giant fishtails hanging. Quite a few people now have learned of the existence of mermaids and are just like, woohoo! This is just cool.
Yeah. Even though the fishtails are horrible looking.
Yeah.
It's not like your classic
no, they look
Vegas
good.
style like get those women that swim in an aquarium with like the really posh, like almost animatronic tail or whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the Little Mermaid.
Yeah, it does not look like the Little Mermaid.
It looks like a half fish monster. Like a mermaid does.
Then they go shopping, and then it's a musical because everyone at the shopping mall is dancing and singing.
It's been a musical the whole way through.
Yeah, but it's a lot of just them singing to like a siren song. I don't count as musical, and like a band playing in the club, even though they do get a few numbers. But then they have the proper dancey, singy. We're going shopping. I've actually got no idea what the real lyrics were. I can't remember, but
it was basically like, we're going shopping and buying things will make us feel better.
Yeah. Well, they're right.
Well, capitalism is very fun. We like to buy things and have things bought.
So, Silver, the blonde one, falls in love at some point with the bassist, Mythic. And then and then they start getting. I mean, he's kind of interested, but then he's kind of like, ew, because they would only have sex when she's a horrible fish monster, and he's like, yeah, fancy you from like the waist up. Ugh. And yeah, fair enough, I guess. They do a good job of the fish orifice being really horrible, but there's lots of times in the movie where a lot of other guys seem to not give a shit about that kind of thing.
Not in the slightest. Yeah, and the band's very dysfunctional. Like, I don't know if they're related. It's never really said. But they all live together and fight physically a lot.
Yeah, well, the drummer and the singer are going out, right? The old singer.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, and the bass player, I wasn't actually sure if the bass player was someone's son. I wasn't 100%.
Yeah, but that's what I mean.
They are like a dysfunctional family unit.
Very dysfunctional, like physical violence dysfunctional.
Yeah. Plus the man's got like a horrible little rat tail hairdo thing.
Yeah, never trust a man with a rat tail.
Oh God, no. I didn't notice that till near the end, and I was like, Jesus, that's worse. That's almost as bad as the mohawk that I'll mention later.
And yeah, he's so it kind of progresses. The girls become a huge hit for this nightclub, and the nightclub becomes like super popular and becomes the best thing in the whole world. And Silver begins I know falling further and further for Metic, and
Golden doesn't like it.
Golden doesn't like it both. So there's a weird thing that, again, are they sisters? Are they lovers? Are they?
No, I don't think they're
somewhere
lovers.
in between. But there's a very there's a very kind of tactile and overly intimate for sibling relationship that they have.
Yeah, I don't know if they're. I think they're just lifelong friends.
Do you, Grandad? Yeah. Those two women partners that live at the end of the road, they're just lifelong friends.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, I generally did get more of a, maybe not blood sisters, but that kind of vibe. I didn't get no romantic vibe.
Well, I felt there was a very intimate vibe.
Who knows what mermaid social structures are like? Maybe they have life partners. True. I don't know.
But we also find out that if Silver continues, if she falls in love,
they meet. I don't even remember how this happens. They meet another. There's a guy turns up at the club and he is a merman.
Yeah,
and he's got a horribly scarred skull, and he says,
"You're Eugene Merman."
It's where his horns were, and they got removed or something. But anyway, he's got the worst mohawk ever. Imagine he's only got 30 hairs in his head, and he's tried to fashion it into a mohawk. It's really upsetting. And he sings in a band, like a heavy metal band or like a rock band as well. But yeah, it's Golden. Is it Golden he explains this to? That, yes. if you're I don't know, I'll say sister, but we're still not sure about that fact.
If you're pal.
Yeah. If she falls in love with a man and the man marries someone else.
Marries.
The Christian act of marriage.
Yeah. Mermaids are really, and they talk about the mermaids talk about oh, will we go kicking about in Australia soon?
Yeah.
Oh, they travel the world.
yeah.
This isn't Christian mermaids, Christian. It's weird.
It's based. So we'll get into it later, but I'm sure that's one of the things that's actually directly based on the Little Mermaid legend story, whatever. But if her man marries a woman that is not her, she will turn into sea foam. Unless she eats him.
Murders or eats before the sun rises.
Yeah.
The day after his marriage.
The day after the marriage, yeah.
So God help you if he gets married at 3 a.m. Gotta do this quick.
Well, we've just introduced the, I guess, dilemma of the story, so maybe we should do spoilers now, I suppose. Yeah, so spoiler warning. Ali, you can lead off with the most spoilerific detail you want to talk about.
What? Nah, 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 nah. It's the banana song. The best scene in the movie where they sing nah, 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 nah. It's the banana song. In order to drive whoever's watching the movie absolutely insane with nah, 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 nah.
It's the banana song. So Silver decides that because Mitik won't have sex with her fish form, she's going to get a lower half of body...
A torsectomy.
Transplant, yeah, torsectomy. I assumed that it was a dead girl, but then I was like, oh no, I think she's alive and she just wants to have a fishtail.
Yep.
Which I was like, that's weird.
Convenient. Yeah. Convenient.
Why?
I want that movie.
She's not going to have any of the...
I want to follow where her friend is /sister/lover is like, you want to what?
It's almost, it's equivalent to Kyle in South Park's dad getting the dolphinectomy to look like a dolphin. Yeah. That girl is going to have a horrible death, I'm sure. She's not going to have any of the magic that's associated with having the tail, is she? She's just going to have a tail. 'Cause
she was on ice.
Oh, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so she gets pretty brutal. It's not very... precise cutting either. It's quite a brutal, basically tear her in half and stick her on, and then she's walking around with a big scar, but she's kind of like she's on stilts. She's kind of walking about easy around.
Relearning to walk.
Yeah, and then she tries to have sex with Mitik, but then she starts bleeding on, and he's like, "Ugh, that's disgusting.
Your entire torso's bleeding."
What dick?
For some reason, this causes friction in their relationship. That would go away.
Oh God, I even forgot about the bit where... Do you remember the bit when the dad walks in, punches the girls, and then they chuck them in the canal?
I was going to talk to them.
Let's go then.
Yeah. So there's a point where basically as we mentioned, the friction is huge in this movie. There's just friction everywhere between everyone. And the band are arguing in the living room of the hovel they live in, and the girls are in the bedroom arguing about the falling in love and singing songs and being really loud. And then the drummer walks in and just punches both of them in the face. And this seems to be absolutely out of nowhere. They decide to murder both of them by throwing them off a bridge. And I was like, they're mermaids.
Yeah.
That's not a good idea.
Yeah. And then they just turn back up.
They wrap them in carpet, so it's not like, we just wanted rid of them, so we're just going to, this is our way of telling them to fuck off. No, they were trying to murder them. By punching them in the face
or they were disposing of the bodies, by the way. I'm not sure. They might have thought they were dead. One punch, both dead. Don't know.
Yeah. He's very evenly strong in both hands.
That kind of gets forgotten about. They say sorry. Sorry. Didn't mean to.
Then she bites off his thumb.
Yeah. Sorry, in penance. Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, tit for tat.
Would you get a torsectomy for a boy?
No.
Would you
not after this film, because it shows me that if you do, all he'll do is go, no. I'd rather go out with a woman, actually, not a mermaid that's tried to change her life massively for the worse in order to please me, because we loved each other.
Are torsectomies on the Polish NHS?
Maybe maybe the girl that wanted the tail was paying for it. See?
That's why I want her movie.
So predictably, Mitik meets a girl after the attempts at sex didn't work, and then obviously they're like, ooh, making the kissy eyes at each other, and then cut to they're getting married, basically.
Yeah, no, it's very quick. Yeah, and the inevitable happens after the reception. Or after the wedding, there's the reception.
Everyone's urging her to do it.
Yeah, they're all like, go murder him. It'll take 5 minutes.
Eat him.
And she goes and has a little chat with Mitik. And in the final moment, in the final moment, she has to kill him. They're dancing together, and she can't bring herself to do it, and turns to sea foam in his hands
instantly. It's just a cut. It's a cut.
It's a good cut.
And then Golden sees that and goes, "Oh, you fucking bastard!" and cheats.
Yeah. She jumps on him and tears his throat out in front of all the wedding reception.
So she should really have just... They should have just had this discussion beforehand. See, if you don't, I'm immediately going to do it. So you might as well. And maybe...
you will be seafoam.
Maybe they did have that discussion and she just loved him too much. For some reason.
For some reason.
Even though he's a
And then,
bastard.
Golden jumps into the water.
Finn.
I think it's more of a tail.
Yeah, see? Yeah, there we go. That's the kind of high quality shit we offer.
Yeah, damn right.
I don't really know the story of The Little Mermaid. I've not even seen the Disney film. But it seems...
What?
Yeah.
What?
I've never seen the Disney film. But it seems actually a lot of it is just that story retold. They basically... From what I've seen, they just added a sister and made it a bit more sleazy.
They added a second mermaid.
Yeah. But in the original, she sees a human boy like from afar, instantly falls in love with him, tries to give up everything. I think she's offered legs, but it feels like she's walking on like pins or whatever the whole time. She's in constant agony, and then the bastard falls in love with someone else, and then she turns to seafoam as well, I think. But then because she's been so nice, she goes to heaven or something like that. I think
that doesn't happen.
I think she gets her human soul, and it's like, you're gonna go to heaven, you're fine. So that's nice. Not like this one. Yeah, so there you go. Don't bother reading The Little Mermaid to kids, just show them this film. It's basically the same thing, I'd say, but just a bit more fun. He's not sure about that. And the director, what was her name again, Ali? Oh, what was her name? Do you remember? It's on the tip of my tongue. I'm sure you remember it. What was it again?
Agnieszka Smoczyńska.
Ah, brilliant. Knocked out of the park again. She grew up in this similar venue to the venue of this film, which makes me think, wow. Wowzers trousers. That must have been a pretty fucking odd childhood. It seems quite autobiographical. It's basically like the story of The Little Mermaid, chuck in an extra sister and make it a bit more about the director's life. That's this film. There you go. Easy.
Easy. Go make a movie. Make people sing. I found all of the effects in this movie pretty good.
They are good, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially, I don't think it wasn't... Let's have a look at the budget, actually. Let's have a look at the budget. Live Googling. Doesn't tell me. Well, that was a shitter.
By the way, just for the people listening at home, there was no editing in that. He didn't cut down the amount of time he spent Googling. No. He just...
No. Thought it would be there. It's not there. Plus, it's a Netflix here, so it'll be a fucking bollock trying to get any of that information, to be fair. Shouldn't have mentioned it. But yeah, no, it's a nice... It's a handsome movie, I'd say.
Yeah, it's really sharp, really well directed, I would say.
I didn't know what to expect in terms of the visuals, because the start... I mean, it's pretty cool at the start, because the girls just kind of pop up out of the water in a slightly menacing way, but then you're like, I don't know. But then, when you see the fish effects for the first time, that's good. And then the big dance number has a lot of effort into it. Shitloads of extras all over the place, all choreographed and stuff.
Yeah, I was quite surprised with the amount of production that's in this movie.
Yeah.
Shame I didn't like it.
Wow.
I've been holding off for so long.
Wow.
Oh, right. I need to get into my what do I think.
Will spoilers end here?
Or are you going
to mention the ending in your horrible skewering of this woman's life work?
No.
Okay, you're not going to mention it. Okay, spoilers end here.
So. Spoilers end here. I just I didn't find the acting particularly good. I didn't find the songs and the music are god awful. Okay, the songs and the music are not pleasant to listen to. The people are not the best at singing, and when you have a musical, like, I understand that there's a certain portion where Silver is losing her voice.
Yeah. We didn't actually mention that, but yeah, it's the Little Mermaid legend. Mermaid.
So, but even with that, like, even in giving it that pass, like honestly, it's just I was tempted to do 3 sittings.
Fucking hell, it's 90 minutes.
It's 90 minutes.
Jesus.
I struggled. And it's a shame because, like, there's clearly a lot of care that went into this movie. I just don't think it fits together very well. I find the lyrics either to be extremely literal, or absolute nonsense. And there may be, and there likely is, some disconnect there because singing in other languages is odd. And musicals tend to use their music to progress the story, or show the feelings of a character in one way or another, and that does happen, but it's more just like, she's sad, so she's singing the sad song. What's the fucking
everybody's bloody gloomy.
Yeah, everybody's bloody gloomy, and it was just so.
I like that line.
I don't know what, and it gets a reprise later on in the movie as well. Yeah, just I found the music, like, really off-putting, and the singing was not up to the point, not up to the same standard as, like, the direction and the production and the visuals. Like, it felt like a movie of 2 budgets. I'm interested to see what she could do, like, with something else
without a musical.
But with, like, there's definitely, like, a good director in here. Like, this is not like, oh, this movie is crap and I hate it because it's just bad. Like, it is just very much, I don't think she had the right pieces to make this come together. And that's unfortunate.
You're so fucking
nasty.
It
was a fucking slog.
That's so weird, because I found last episode a slog and you didn't. And I did find what?
So what did you think of this one?
I didn't find it a slog, no. That was pretty. So probably my appraisal has to have the caveat that I don't really like musicals in general. So
my appraisal has the caveat that I do like musicals.
Yeah, but what I mean is, like, it doesn't matter. Most of the time, it doesn't matter the quality of the songs and the music, because it doesn't. It's kind of like, it's my blind spot. I don't really appreciate it, so I kind of just go, okay, whatever. So I kind of tune that out and just, take it for other, like, just visuals and stuff. So, like, I think because the visuals are good, yeah, I quite enjoyed it. I thought it was quite good. It's not like it's not amazing. It's a bit, like, the plot is so whatever. Like, but it's pretty stylish. There's, like, I mean, the effects were good. It did a good job of the grossness. How the mermaids act is a bit rote, because it's not a spoiler. Early on, they are kind of monstrous, and they've got, like, monster teeth when they're feeling a bit monstrous. They're a bit fighty, and I just think that effect looks fucking terrible. It's like TV stuff. It's like Buffy the Vampire Slayer stuff. I don't really kind of stuff.
It's especially season 1 Buffy, where they couldn't really talk or do much with the fangs.
You can
in their
tell
mouth.
they've just got these things in their face that are uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But, like, there's really stylish moments. There's a few times the camera moves through a scene and everyone's still, and then maybe one character will move and start singing, and okay, the singing she's doing might be bad, but that's not, I'm just appreciating what she's doing. And I had to look that up because it was bugging me like crazy, because it was There's a movie called My Son, What Have You Done? I think it's by, oh God, is it Werner Herzog? And it has those shots in it, and I was going crazy. Like, what is that shot called where the protagonists are still, and it's kind of like it's almost a picture, but there's movement, subtle movement, and it's a film. It's called Tableau Vivant. Yeah, there you go.
And that's very impressive for a movie that had an Ozzy Osbourne reference in it.
So I
will set this stuff free. No, I'm going to bite his head off.
And we've not even mentioned that it's set in the 80s, and it's
set in the 80s. And the music fits. Well, the music fits when they're doing performances on stage, and
they do some 80s covers and stuff.
They were my favorite of the music acts.
The ones that are supposed to be to an audience in the film, kind of thing.
Yeah. I found them just like generally more enjoyable songs.
Yeah.
But also a bit more fun or a wee bit more to the point. It was really the musical moments.
Yeah.
Like those moments on stage are diegetic, so it like they are singing those things, whereas when fucking Silver starts griping for the 20th time, she's not really singing. It's all thoughts. It's all blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
it's musical shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, the on stage stuff as a band is generally pretty good.
Yeah,
they're actually better with it. It's the two main performances I find really lacking. Really lacking.
I didn't mind them. They didn't blow me away. I don't know, maybe it's because they're monsters. They're not actually human girls, even though they look like it. And the film does remind you of that a lot, because they don't even have like human. They're like Barbie dolls, or they're like fish monsters and stuff. So I don't think it really bothered me.
I found Golden to be a better performance than Silver. And that was really frustrating because Silver has more story.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to go too deep into that, but it is just like, I did feel that like Silver's performance as basically the lead actress in this movie was like brought a lot of it down. I felt that it made it feel like all those high production moments, and then made it feel like this should have been a stage production that someone managed to get a budget for. There were several moments in this where I was like, this would be better as a weird, quirky musical, like on stage rather than
with better songs.
No, but like the songs might work better within that context. Like, if you've never seen a musical, which you have, called Bat Boy, which is like got a very similar kind of through line of, monstrous kind of half human musical people kind of turning on them and blah blah blah. Like that, I don't know, would make a good movie because it's just so theater. It's so very theater.
Yeah.
And I feel that like, I don't know, maybe if this had started as a theater production, or maybe it did start as a theater production, it should have just, in my opinion, stayed there.
Oh dear. So I thought it was all right.
I thought it was all right.
I would never, I wouldn't say it's amazing, but listen, if the concept of a musical horror retelling of The Little Mermaid makes you go, well, I'd probably follow that feeling and check it out on Netflix. That's all I'd say about it. You might find it's all right. It's only 90 minutes, and I promise I didn't find it as long as Ali did.
Yeah, no, totally. It's not a movie I enjoyed, but I wouldn't ward people away from it. Yeah. Like, I'm sure there are plenty of people that would get something to a lot out of this.
Yeah, I watched it with my non-horror loving partner, and she found it perfectly enjoyable. So there you go.
Yeah, it is. It's just, it hit me the wrong way in quite a few ways, and then that's unfortunate.
You're so mean.
No, not every. Not
You're
every movie's for
entitled
every
to your
person.
opinion. Yeah, I know.
Thank you.
God, you see the
Do you know who
cremator?
else?
That was fucking shit.
Do you know who else is entitled to their opinion? The
Name
internet.
Weed Lord 69420.
So we have a lot of. I mean, literally, these are. I have a 9 out of 10 that is 5 paragraphs, and I have a 1 out of 10 that is 6 paragraphs. Not going to read them all.
Did you rank the 1 out of 10?
I wrote both, actually. Salem PKE gave this a 9 out of 10.
Nice.
And says, excellent film, even if you don't speak Polish.
Didn't use subtitles, just drank in the atmosphere. To be fair, I think I could probably have done the same since I wasn't paying attention to the songs.
You ever watched a movie in a language that you don't understand with no subtitles?
No.
It's not an enjoyable experience, but it's an interesting one.
I bet you could understand this movie, though, without subtitles.
Yeah.
I can't think of many nuances. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it's no. Tripping all day. Gave this 1 out of 10.
It's Weed Lord's alt account.
It's Weed Lord, yeah. Give this 1 out of 10. Definitely not so bad that it's good. I think that this is a really poorly made and unenjoyable movie, and here's why. And then proceeds to write 1, 2, 3, 6. Yeah, 6 paragraphs.
Jesus.
Of why he believes.
Is it all waffle?
Adopted into the family and everything's fine.
Oh, is it just retelling the story?
Basically retells the story.
I thought this was going to be like a searing indictment of everything wrong with it.
Vintage Soul 56 gave this 1 out of 10. Something stinks and it ain't fish.
Hey!
Yeah.
Glad we didn't go with that.
He read that 2,000 young women were auditioned for this role.
Yeah.
For the mermaids.
Was he reviewing it on IMDb? Because that's probably where he read it.
Yeah. Weird
Scroll up, mate.
Yeah.
Think of that. You don't like the performances, and 1,998 other girls also got the opportunity.
Yay. Sriragmipatha Death says 2 out of 10. Worse. It's boring from start. The songs are so irritating.
That is you.
I don't get why there are so much positive reports.
That is you.
A movie which I don't want to remember.
That is you.
Worse.
You doxed yourself. That's basically that's what you said, just more succinctly.
And a 1 paragraph review with a title that I know you'll love.
I'll go for it.
A must for cinephiles. Then we have 4 out of 5. It's a strange little tale.
Oh, how's tail spelled?
In all capitals, TAIL.
Just in case. Just in case we weren't sure.
I came across this film and read the reviews.
You did the Finn pun earlier. Don't fucking sneer at these people like you're your ivory tower of punnage. That's exactly the same.
I came across this film and read the reviews, and it said it's a musical. I hate musicals.
Oh, it's me.
For some reason, I ordered it and quite liked it.
Oh, it is me.
It's not a true musical, as in the crappy Hollywood style at all. It cleverly incorporates the songs into the film, though there are a couple of times they burst into song for no reason. I think this man... I'm saying man because I don't think a woman would name herself Dickety-Doo!
It's the Dexter.
It's the Dexter. I don't think this man wants musical as much as he wants a biopic about a band. It's a strange tale, and then in brackets, tale. Get it?
Oh, God.
But I quite liked it, yeah. And then Stanislav gave it 5 out of 5. Excellent, typically Polish.
Oh, that's handy, because it's the only one we're watching. So I'm glad this is indicative of most Polish film. That's good.
Oh, you saying that Stanislav is just like all Polish people?
No, well, I'm saying I value his opinion. Just like all these other strangers on the internet. They're all valuable opinions.
Yep. Even yours. That's right. You.
Oh, dear. Hey, we got an email.
We got an email?
Yeah. Hello. I am Maureen Hinckley, and my foundation is donating 550,000 USD to you. Contact us via my email at morehink4@gmail.com for further details. Best regards, Mrs. Maureen Hinckley. Copyright 2021, the Maureen Hinckley Foundation, all rights reserved. Note, you're only to reply via morehink4@gmail.com. Now, we're pulling in so much ad revenue as it is. I thought, why not give something back? So here we are, first come, first served. One use, just email morehink4@gmail.com. Just tell Maureen that we're all right with it. She can make the payment to you. Okay?
Man, that email's been going around for a while.
Yeah, it's not a real foundation. And I was like, guys, pick a real foundation.
Yeah. You're criminals. Like, why would you
I don't think it matters.
Back on the...
You can't type in foundation and just... The Gates Foundation. That's a foundation. Hey, the curtain is falling away. They're seeing the meat and the sausage here. Yeah? Let's not...
What, that we get our money from
criminals. Oh, dear.
Oh.
Other films to watch. I don't know anything about musicals, and I don't really like fairy tale horror. So...
if you want a...
Bat Boy.
Yeah, go see Bat Boy at your local theatre. Or watch Anna and the Apocalypse.
Yeah, see, I would have recommended that, but I've not seen it. Tell us a little bit about Anna and the Apocalypse.
Anna and the Apocalypse is about a... Wait, are we starting a second podcast?
No.
Do you know what? Maybe we should do it. We've got... If we're still here at Christmas, why don't we do a Christmas episode of Anna and the Apocalypse? Because it's a Scottish movie.
Okay.
I think that's a good idea.
Is one of us going to pass away before Christmas? If we're still here by Christmas.
Well, I'll leave that one.
The Lure was released on Christmas Day 2015. But you don't like this movie, so it doesn't count.
Also, we've also watched it, and it's not Christmas. And it's not a Christmas
movie. I just thought it was worth mentioning, and maybe that was incorrect. Tell us a tiny bit about Anna and the Apocalypse, no longer than a tweet.
No longer 100. I've got. Wait, I don't.
Don't write out. Just go with your gut. I'll tell you when you've run out.
No, I'm just wondering, like, how long are tweets these days?
I think they are longer. Let's go with 140 characters. Go.
140 characters.
Yes, go.
Anna and the Apocalypse is actually a Christmassy movie about Anna, a schoolgirl in a small village town. Village town? Small Scottish village. That's what I meant to say. Who...
He thrives under pressure, folks. He really does.
Oh, I know. I'm very tired today.
Excuses. Time is money. Quick. 20 seconds.
Oh, God. This tweet's going all over the place. Yeah, so she finds herself basically in the middle of a zombie apocalypse.
How interesting.
And goes with her friends to... and it's she plans to travel and blah 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 before going off to uni. Sorry, that's college for
let's keep it worldwide, Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah. Sorry, Pitbull, what are your thoughts on this? So it's kind of that small town girl wanting to break out into the wider world, and doing so through a zombie apocalypse, if you want it thematically wrapped
Very
up.
nice, very nice, very nice. I like it.
Only took me 20 minutes. He cut that down a lot. You have no idea.
I'm literally not going to cut that in at all.
There were tears.
Is this one of the ones we have to declare as semi-interest in? Did he work on this one?
Yeah.
We know?
I mean,
we're very well connected.
We're very well connected.
We're very.
Well, we will.
We can't recommend something without declaring our interest if there is.
Well,
one.
yeah, we know one or two people that worked on the movie.
We know we're quite well connected.
Jesus.
Imagine if I knew Quentin Tarantino. I think I'd probably slip into conversation with anyone and everyone.
Yeah, I think that's why you're not friends with Quentin Tarantino.
Please, Quentin, email us. I can't go with anything that on the nose because I don't like musicals particularly, and I don't really like fairy tale horror. Remember when the fairy tale horror reinvention craze happened? Or not just horror, but Hansel and Gretel and all that shit. And
Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter.
Don't like any of them.
Fairy tales.
No, I just didn't like that whole thing that happened in Hollywood.
Well, the problem was that none of them were good.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
Like, it doesn't help that none of them were.
You didn't like the Brothers Grimm.
That was the one that kicked it all off.
Was it? God, I didn't remember.
Yeah, what was it? Hansel and Gretel was
Witch
Jeremy
Hunters.
Renner and...
is it the one that's Tamara Drew? What's her name? That might be wrong. That might be wrong. Anyway.
Strawberry Fields.
That might be... I don't even know what that means. That might be wrong. I'm going to recommend...
She was Bond girl.
I'm going to recommend a female-centric, seedy underbelly movie called
Coyote Ugly.
called Bliss.
Bliss?
Yeah, it's set in noirish LA. It's about this artist that kind of loses her inspiration and she tries to find it in all the wrong places. Have you not watched that? It's by Joe Begos. And we were at a film festival and we were in the same theatre as Joe Begos. What a... He's the guy that directed VFW. Then asked,
cool.
Then it said, do you guys all want to go to the bar? And you turned to me and I was like, I'm too fucking tired. Let's go home, please.
Yeah. How do you feel about that decision?
Woohoo! No, I'm fine with that. My knees were hurting. Those seats were so bad. My knees were on fire by the end of both those nights. Anyway.
Who was it? It was the chat. I didn't get that book off you. We had the Chatter. I'm sure it's in the back of the RV somewhere.
Oh, the
Chatter from Hellraiser.
No, that wasn't the free book, though. He was releasing a book. He didn't give it to us.
We just got a different book?
Yeah, we got a different book by this woman who just liked horror movies. And do you remember that? Maybe you were having a wee, actually. I think you came in and were like, a book! And I was like, yeah, go on for you too. There you go. Anyway, we're massive tangent. Yeah, so Bliss. I'm sure it's on Prime and it's good. Might be Shudder. Get Shudder. Shudder's good too. So next up, we're going to Germany, and it's one I've been looking forward to for a while, which is almost guaranteeing I'm not going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Called Hagazusa, which from the little I know of it, because I always try not to find out stuff about movies where I know I'm going to watch it. I think it's a 17th century witch thing. And I was like, you know what? I should watch The Witch again and watch this. And then I was like, that might be unfair to Hagazusa if it's not as good as The Witch. But I actually didn't particularly massively love The Witch the one time we watched it. And then everyone else in the world watched it. And I was like, maybe I didn't get it. So I should really revisit it. So I think I'm probably going to watch them
And
both.
you did like The Lighthouse?
Yeah. I don't know what it was. Just maybe I'm gonna report back. And I mean, obviously, I'll talk about Hagazusa. But if I didn't like The Witch again, I'll probably fucking say it because I'm brave. I'm not afraid to paint myself as an absolute idiot. It doesn't know nothing. Yeah, so we're going across to Germany.
Yeah, we're going to Germany.
Yeah,
Can't wait. Can't wait.
Sorry. Yeah. Woo!
Yeah. Going back west.
Yes, but then we're going north. We should really.
Oh, cheeky! That would be a cheeky wee spoiler there.
Yeah, well, it's not. Well, we've got all of Scandinavia to do, and I would feel it was probably best to say we're going up to Scandinavia now, because this is a slightly odd route. We probably should have gone up. But I really want to watch Hayabusa. What?
Pack your parka.
Oh, dear. It's summer.
In Finland.
It's still summer. I'm going to look.
North Finland.
Summer temp. Finland. Global warming and everything. The highest summer temperatures in the Finnish interior are from 32 to 35 degrees.
Yeah, but that'll be like South Finland.
In Lapland, daytime temperatures during summer are 20 to 30 degrees.
Okay, right. Wait, Celsius?
Yes!
Okay, just I need to double check that one.
68 to 86 Fahrenheit. Pack your parka. I'm bringing shorts.
Pack your shorts and your sunglasses.
I'm bringing shorts and a boogie board. I don't know what that is, but it sounds summery. Boogie board? Is that a thing?
Boogie board? Yeah, is that not the board you lie in your stomach and get pulled across? I'm sure we've got one in this disgusting caravan. I know that you think the fishy
I don't think you're going to be up for that job.
I think we need to clean this caravan before we get to Germany.
Is it the fish heads?
They're a very efficient people. They don't fuck around. Let us through with a messy caravan.
Fine. Wait, no, I don't care. You do it. I'm just going to live in the filth. Clean around me. I'm going to make a garbage angel.
Oh, God damn it. Fine. Right. I'll see you all next week. Oh, come on. Oh, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Oh.
Get in there. Bye.